Europe was never economically unified. It only looked that way on maps. Beneath treaties and shared borders lived two radically different economic memories, forged not by theory, but by trauma. Those memories belonged to France and Germany. France's history was marked by violent instability. Monarchies collapsed, revolutions erupted, empires rose and fell. Each breakdown taught the same lesson. When economic order dissolves, society fractures. Hunger turns into rebellion. Inequality turns into revolution. Germany learned a different lesson. In the early 20th century, Germany watched money itself collapse. Hyperinflation erased savings overnight. Wages became meaningless. Contracts dissolved. Trust vanished. And from that collapse, extremism emerged. So where France feared social chaos, Germany feared monetary chaos. By the time modern Europe began taking shape, these fears had hardened into philosophies. France believed the state must actively shape the economy to prevent unrest. Germany believed the state must restrain itself to preserve credibility. This was not ideology. It was survival instinct. And when Europe later tried to unify its economy, it wasn't merging systems. It was forcing two economic worldviews born from catastrophe into the same structure. That tension would define everything that followed. France does not treat the economy as a neutral machine. It treats it as a political responsibility. From Colbert's state planning under Louis XIV to Napoleon's centralized control, from post-war reconstruction to modern welfare policies, France repeatedly concluded that markets left alone do not protect society. So the French state stepped in, again and again. Industries were guided, strategic sectors were nationalized, labor was protected through law. Public spending became a tool of stability. To France, debt was not inherently dangerous. Unemployment was. If borrowing prevented mass unrest, preserved dignity, and maintained social cohesion, then borrowing was justified. Economic discipline without social peace was seen as dangerous, even immoral. This model built powerful national champions, strong infrastructure, and one of the most comprehensive welfare systems in the world. But it also normalized deficits. Structural reform became politically explosive. Growth increasingly relied on government intervention. France accepted inefficiency as the price of stability. To German observers, this looked reckless, an economy addicted to spending. To the French, German discipline looked naive, blind to social consequences. France was not trying to win export battles. It was trying to prevent the next revolution. Germany's economic philosophy is rooted in fear, but a very specific one. In 1923, money died. Savings vanished. Prices doubled in hours. Workers were paid twice a day just to survive. Contracts meant nothing. And when money collapsed, so did trust. In institutions, in democracy, in moderation. Germany never forgot. From that trauma emerged a belief that stable money is the foundation of civilization. Without it, everything else collapses. So Germany built an economy around discipline. Budgets must balance. Inflation must be crushed early. Central banks must be independent. Wages must remain competitive. Exports must anchor growth. To Germany, debt is not merely financial, it is moral. Borrowing today threatens stability tomorrow. Printing money invites chaos. This philosophy produced remarkable results. Post-war Germany rebuilt faster than expected. Trust returned. The Deutschmark became a symbol of reliability. German exports conquered global markets. But discipline came at a cost. Domestic consumption lagged. Growth depended heavily on external demand. And in times of crisis, Germany's refusal to loosen policy pushed pain outward, onto weaker economies. Germany chose credibility over comfort. To France, this felt cold and inflexible. To Germany, it felt like the only lesson history had ever taught them. The euro was not just a currency, it was a gamble. For the first time, nations with incompatible economic instincts shared the same money, without sharing the same state, budget, or political authority. France expected flexibility. Germany expected rules. The euro locked both into place. France lost the ability to devalue its currency to manage deficits. Germany lost the ability to revalue its strength. During crises, the contradiction exploded. Germany demanded austerity, discipline, and reform. France demanded spending, solidarity, and shared risk. Southern Europe became the battlefield. The euro survived, not because the conflict was resolved, but because collapse was more terrifying than compromise. Today, Europe still lives inside this unresolved tension. France pushes investment, public spending, and strategic autonomy. Germany pushes limits, rules, and fiscal restraint. Two economic souls, one currency, permanent friction.